And I'm back with more Yakuza Like a Dragon. We've got an important cutscene, so let's go. No? Yeah, let's go in.
For real? Listen.
Hey!
Yeah, there we go. Not in the mood to be fucking around when there's an important cutscene to happen.
Nobody's here. You sure this is the place?
Aw, are you scared? Don't be so wimpy. I thought you were a cop.
That was a long time ago. I'm a driving instructor now.
Dachi-san's just allergic to fancy restaurants, that's all. He's a man of basic tastes.
It's true. I only ever go to fast food joints.
Ugh, that's so gross.
Also true.
Right on time. But everyone's already inside, waiting for you.
Well, we weren't late, so you don't get an apology.
And I wasn't expecting one. I just thought I'd let you know. Of course, now you're making them wait further.
And who is them, by the way?
You'll see. Go in, please. There's no need to worry, Kasuga-san. You have the Jungihan guarantee that no harm will come to you here.
Hard to trust the guy who was pointing a gun at me just a few hours ago.
Ah, but now we are outside the bounds of the Great Wall of Muscle. That changes things.
Come in.
That was Song-Hui.
Here we go.
Bam.
Yo, Kasuga-kun. How you doing?
Zhao. And...
Oh. Oh, God.
Hey, what's up with the old guy?
Watch it. That's Ryuhei Hoshino, the Seiryu clan chairman.
What? But if he's here, then that would mean they're...
yeah. The Ijin 3. All the leaders gathered in the same spot.
Crap.
Kasuga, think you can tell us what the hell is going on here?
Crap. Oh. Oh, dear. Well. Okay. Bleached black.
Please, step inside.
Hey, aren't these three supposed to be fighting a war?
Supposed to be.
Kind of a weird place for us to meet, Chairman Hoshino. Especially considering the three of you look more like you're ready to have a tea party than tear each other's throats out.
Usually we meet only once a year, unless there's a need to share information face to face, as we must now. We always do what it takes to keep the Great Wall intact.
Your men are killing each other out there. You don't want to stop them?
Stop them? 2 of my youngest men were gunned down without mercy. Liamang Turf's been raided right up to the perimeter of their base. There's no stopping any of it now. At this point, whoever retreats first will have lost the war. I can't lay down my spear until that happens.
That's pretty much the same deal for me.
So then why are you two here? Gonna decide the war over a game of cards?
Not the worst idea.
What the fuck? People are dying! And meanwhile you three are just hanging out playing nice? Think your men would approve? Do any of you even care what your own people think?
Kasuga, There's no need to throw fits about what you don't understand.
Do you know right now Captain Takabe is Zhao's prisoner?
Prisoner. We're treating him more like an uninvited guest. Honestly, I'd let him go if I had one good reason to. I just don't, that's all.
So you're going to sit here and do nothing? Just let the chips fall where they may?
That's how it needs to be.
A bunch more pointless deaths is how it needs to be?
They're not pointless. Our men's willingness to fight is the entire reason we're able to serve as checks on each other. As long as the triangle remains balanced, it can hold firm against outside pressure. It's much like how Japan established separation of powers after the end of its dictatorship. It's not perfect, but it's the best solution we have. Do you see the logic there?
Oh boy, a post-war history lesson. What? That's what you're comparing it to, right?
Yes, because it's relevant. The post-war period is when the town's lines of power were drawn.
Huh?
The black market was born from the ashes of the war. It laid the foundation for modern-day Ijincho. Back then, the Seiryu clan was thriving. But in Chinatown, two rival Chinese gangs were competing for dominance. The winner of that fight prospers in Chinatown to this day. The gang that lost became the Yokohama Liumang. They were driven out of Chinatown and into Ijincho. But the Seiryu clan wasn't about to take that kind of invasion lying down. For a time, the gutters practically ran with Liumang and Seiryu blood.
Man, you gonna lecture until the bell rings, Professor?
You want to understand what's going on? Then you need the history, you smartass.
If you want to understand the fake money, that is.
The Seiryu clan knows about that?
Yes. All the fake money printed by the Geomijul goes through me.
But doesn't that mean the Seiryu clan is the real puppet master behind all this?
How do you figure that?
Mabuchi started forging Chinese yuan, sure. But only because of the counterfeit yen. I think I'm starting to figure all this out. The Liumang brings in the paper. The Geomijul prints the bills. But then, the Seiryu clan keeps all the profit? Wait, are you all in this together?
Kasuga-kun, calm down. You're jumping to conclusions.
Because I'm pissed off right now. First I'm kidnapped, accused of being a Seiryu Yakuza, then blamed for being the spark that ignites a war, nearly killed over Namba's thing. Now I'm here with the Ijin 3, who, by the way, don't even give a shit about the war! Tell me, why should I calm down?
He's got a point.
And you with your damn Seiryu clan, you're the one getting the most out of this!
No, because we're not the final destination of the fake yen. That will be Yutaka Ogikubo's pocket.
Yutaka Ogikubo? I saw his name in an article. He's some big shot in the Citizens Liberal Party.
All three of you are working together to support him politically? Why?
Huh. Suddenly my history lesson seems relevant, doesn't it?
Fine, get on with it.
Ogikubo is the man who proposed making fake money in Ijincho. This was 60 years ago. He pitched the idea to the first Seiryu chairman and first Liumang boss.
A politician suggested committing federal crime to a bunch of gangsters? For real?
At the time, Ogikubo was only a member of the city council. But he saw the fights breaking out between the long-established Seiryu clan and the newly arrived Liumang. He understood it was, in essence, a turf war. Knowing that, he looked for solutions to stop the bloodshed, solutions that would save lives. And eventually, he managed to find an answer.
Fake money, of all things.
Industry. Which in this case is, yes, fake money. Ogikubo split the roles up evenly. That way, both organizations would have a common goal. The Liumang would import special paper, the Seiryu clan would print and transport the money.
How did Ogikubo know the counterfeiting process?
He didn't at first. But since he had faith in his plan and a desire for peace, He used every single connection he had to collect the raw materials, plus the recipe. Counterfeiting wasn't that difficult back then. Currency didn't have all the security features it has now.
It's only gotten harder over the years.
But anyway, after the first batch was printed, Ogikubo used it to bribe the cops.
The cops? Not the Seiryu clan or the Liumang?
There would have been no point in paying off those two. That conflict goes deeper. Ogikubo understood that.
Okay, but why give it to the police?
They wanted to control them, of course. And in the blink of an eye, they became his loyal servants. That ought to surprise no one, given how corruptible law enforcement tends to be. Anyway, Ogikubo had his new minions in uniform crack down on one certain region of Ijincho.
Well, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Yeah, he was making the city safer, right?
Now, that was just a side effect of what he really wanted. To squash every attempt by the Seiryu to drive out the Liumang. All police resources were dedicated to that one goal. It created a tiny pocket of Ijincho that was essentially violence-free.
I bet that worked out great for the Liumang.
Oh, and you're the sharp one, I take it. Yes. That zone became the Liumang's home. So there it was. A place controlled by a criminal organization, but with low crime. The first gray zone.
And the Seiryu clan just accepted that. Why would they give up their territory and all its income streams like that?
Because they were getting continuous payouts from the counterfeiting operation. And that wasn't the only thing. Anytime one of us did something that normally would have landed us in hot water, Ogikubo would contain it. He kept it off police reports. That kept us from losing men to the law. So there were plenty of benefits for us. All while we kept our honor.
This Ogikubo's a pretty shrewd guy.
Nah, he just used some old tricks every politician knows.
Oh. Perhaps. But do you understand now how we benefit from him?
Yeah, I get it.
And my people reap those benefits also. In the 80s, the Geomijul was saved by the Ijincho Gray Zone.
How?
Our parent organization was the Jingon Mafia, which formed decades ago in Korea. Even only a few years ago, he was a body double for their leader. But every time the Jingon Mafia got crushed, some of its people would drift to Ijincho. My mother was one of those. I was young when she brought me here. Ijincho was a breath of fresh air after living so long under their ridiculous code. More and more people heard about the relief we found here, so more came. But then our safety was threatened by something else. As our numbers grew, so did our clashes with the Yokohama Liumang.
You started fighting them?
Not outright. Ogikubo stepped in, right before a real war erupted. He brought us a proposal, that we take over the Seiryu's counterfeiting business. It was an offer of steady income and safe territory. How could we refuse? In return, we would perform the surveillance necessary to contain the secret. That's how we started to build a system that now monitors every inch of Ijincho. It became our way to contribute to the smooth running of Ijincho, alongside the Seiryu and Liumang.
So that's the origin story behind the Ijin 3.
Ever since, we've all supported Ogikubo. And he supported us in kind. He used the huge streams of money from us to secure his seat at the helm of the Citizens' Liberal Party. Now, no one in the cabinet can speak against him.
After masterminding a way to bring peace to the city, he moved up in the world. Well, there are worse ways to climb the ladder, but I can't condone it. It's still a cover-up.
Really?
So you would say even perfect results don't matter if the methods are flawed? What about the police themselves? What about their alliance with all the Yakuza which grew from the scorched earth of post-war Japan? Light and dark joined hands to rebuild, and that's how we got where we are today. You can't deny the ends justify the means.
Well,
What does it even matter what happened? Who cares about that stuff right now? It's all in Ijin show's past. What we gotta think about is its future. So why'd you call us here? What do you want?
Your friend Namba-kun, during his search for his brother, spied on us and invaded our privacy. I assume he began with the fake bills because that was his brother's subject of investigation. But he was reckless, digging through Geomijul affairs like a rabid raccoon. Right from the start, he's refused to show any respect to the Ijin 3. Now he's seen the counterfeiting for himself, and we have no idea where he is.
We must ensure his permanent silence.
Why are you telling us this? You looking to make a deal for his life or something?
A deal? Kasuga, under most circumstances, all your lives would be forfeit. But I have some idea of how this fake bill ended up in your pocket.
What?
Huh?
You do?
Out of respect for this person, I will look the other way.
But who the hell was it?
If you really want to know, you'll have to bring Namba to me. Personally.
We can't do that to Nanchan.
Sure is tempting.
Kasuga,
But I'll pass. Nothing I need to know so bad that I'd sell out a friend. So we done here?
you do realize if word gets out about the counterfeiting, the Great Wall will crumble. And that means the end of the Gray Zone.
Yeah, that would suck. For you.
Look, the Great Wall keeps the peace with less than honorable means, sure. But it provides a safe haven for desperate souls with nowhere left to turn.
Yeah, man, I get all that.
Well, here's what you don't get, you moron. When we say no one gets in, that includes the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance. So see, if we're talking about people who owe their lives to the Gray Zone, you're one of them, Kasuga-kun.
What?
After you were shot, the only reason the Omi didn't finish you off is because you were inside the zone.
What are you trying to say? That I owe something to the city?
Go ahead and act like you're above it all, but you've benefited from our operation as much as any of us.
Fine. Still doesn't mean I'm gonna sell out a friend.
Before you insist on that, I have something important to say.
Yeah, what?
We already have assassins hunting Namba.
What the hell? Who's assassins?
Mine. Somebody had to step up.
Stepping up in your book? Hunting an innocent man?
Unlike you, Kasuga, I don't turn down attractive offers. But don't worry. I told my guys to make it painless. But, my men have gotten a little rough lately.
You son of a bitch! Call him off!
No can do. I think one death for the sake of the whole city is worth the price.
What do you say to our offer now? If you refuse, Namba will die.
But aren't you gonna kill him all the same if we bring him to you?
Instead of worrying about that, worry about getting to him first. Your clock's ticking.
Hey, we don't even know where to look.
I may have an idea.
Well, there you go. So, Kasuga, given all this, what will you do?
I mean, guess I'm rescuing Namba from your stupid assassins.
Jesus.
No.
Yo.
I don't think he would risk that. He'd have no way of knowing which officers was sympathetic to the Ijin 3. So where could he have gone?
Yes.
If I were Nanba-san, I would think Bleach Japan would be my best bet. Bleach Japan?
I see.
I get it. It'd be possible to be willing to protect him, huh? I've already increased the surveillance detail in the office. We haven't sighted him there yet, but it's possible he's already inside.
Hey, yeah.
What should we do, huh? Let's say we catch him and bring him here. What are you guys gonna do with him? That's not my call to make. However, if you do nothing, the Liumang assassins will most definitely succeed. It's only a matter of time.
Yo,
Damn. We don't have time for this. If we're gonna find him, we gotta go. Where's Bleach Japan's office? The Harikiri building. On Carriage Highway. The Yokohama branch is on the 2nd floor. Oh boy. Well, holy crap. See if there's anything we can do. Doesn't look like it. I think sub-stories return in chapter 9. So let's take a taxi there and get going. Fucking hell. Damn it. Crap.
Right.
you're in it now.
I'll show you.
Get fucked.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt. Here we go. Wouldn't underestimate me. I'm ready now.
Cool.
I'm not backing down. You sure you want to get hurt?
Take your best. Check this out.
Ow, boy. You happy now?
You're gonna be in a world of
Ow. Fuck.
I got this.
Goodbye.
Right.
Okay. So I go right in there just to do it again. Cool. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's grab this and get going. Enter the thing. Seriously? Annoying. Oh god, you bitch. There we go. Sweet. Want to see my CD collection? No, but you're probably gonna have me make me do it anyway. No. Aha! Cool. So, lots of talking, now it's lots of fighting. Next time.